on complex numbers. So students, it will be very interactive session. We will do problems on the triangle inequality and conjugate problems, and if a quadratic equation has some real roots, then how to find them. These type of questions will be we will deal in this sprint. So let's start with the session. This is me, Umesh Garg. I have 5+ years of teaching experience, students, and I have done my BTech from NIT Kurukshetra, and I have also qualified JEE exam. And just subscribe to the channel Unacademy JEE English so that you can avail these beautiful lectures and use them for your preparation for IIT JEE. And do share this video with the tag #JEELive daily so that it reaches to the maximum number of students so that they can get benefit from it. And this is the interface that we have created, tinyurl.com/JEE mobile. Just type this URL on your browser, and this interface will pop up. On this interface you can access all the lectures that we have uploaded on the YouTube, but you must remember that these lectures are in Hindi, and if you click on the lectures link of the PDF will get downloaded, and you can easily avail them for your preparation for IIT JEE. And UMESHLIVE is my referral code for Unacademy subscription, students. What I want to draw your attention towards is that there is a recent drop in the price of 2-year plan. Now you can avail the 2-year plan by just paying the amount 32,400. And if you want to use this amount, you can use my referral code UMESHLIVE. You will get a discount of 10% off. Now let's start with the session. This is a very wonderful question, standard problem of a very basic property of complex number. We are given 3 complex numbers, Z1, Z2, Z3. Here mod Z1 2, mod Z2 3, mod Z3 4, and modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is 2. We need to find the modulus of this term. Okay, so students, you just focus on these numbers 4, 9 and 16. These are very specific numbers. 4 can be written as mod Z1 square, 9 can be written as mod Z2 square, and 16 can be written as mod Z3 square. Now I am using the property Z bar equal to mod Z square. This is a very fundamental property of complex number, but this is very important. A lot of question can be solved very easily with the use of this property. So I am applying this property, and I am writing Z1 bar can be written as 4. Got my point now? Because Z1 bar equal to mod Z1 square, that will be 4. Now Z2 bar can be written as 3 square, which is equal to 9, and Z3 bar can be written as 16. So this is the basic property that will solve this question. Now substitute the values of 4, 9, 16. What you will get, I am writing it for you, that in place of 4 I am writing Z1 bar. So I am arranging it according to the question. So Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z1 bar. This will become the first term. Got my point? And second term will be Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z2 bar, because here in place of 9 it will come Z2 bar, so 9 will come out. Very good. And third term will become Z1, Z2, Z3 and Z3 bar. So this will be the expression for which you need to find out. Now I can easily say that Z1, Z2, Z3 will come out common. Z1, Z2, Z3 will come out common. So Z1, Z2, Z3, this will come out common, and modulus will distribute itself, and here what will remain? Z1 conjugate plus Z2 conjugate plus Z3 conjugate. Got my point? It will become Z1 conjugate plus Z2 conjugate plus Z3 conjugate. That is okay with everyone. Now this modulus can be distributed individually, so this can be written as mod Z1, mod Z2, mod Z3. Got my point? And this conjugate can be written as whole conjugate, because conjugate is distributed over addition. Therefore this modulus will become modulus of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 whole bar. And complex number, we have a property in complex number where modulus of a conjugate is equal to the modulus of complex number. So this modulus can be written as this one. Now just put the values, you will get the answer. The values of Z1, Z2, Z3 are 2, 3 and 4. 2, 3 and 4, and value of Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is 2. So answer will come out to be 2 into 3 into 4 into 2. It will be 12 into how much? 4. So it will be 48. So answer will come out to be B. B for Bombay. I think everybody must have got my answer. Very simple question, very simple idea, but important question. Got my point? Very good, student. Let's try the next question. Z is the complex satisfying this equation where m belongs to real. Suppose the equation has a real root. Find the value of m. This is an integer type question. So, question has given us that this equation has a real root. Okay, so just rewrite the equation as z square minus 3 plus iota into z plus m plus 2 iota. Got my point? Now this equation has a real root. The question has given us that this equation has a real root. No problem. Let the value of real root is equal to alpha. Any constant. You can let it k, p, m as you wish. Not m because m is already in the equation. So let the real root is equal to alpha. Since it is the root, so it will satisfy the equation. Standard theory. So I am putting the value of z equal to alpha. It will be alpha square minus 3 plus iota into alpha plus m plus 2 iota equal to 0. So this becomes the equation. Got my point? Now what you should do, this complex, now this is a value, this value equal to 0, and from from the observation I can say that this is a complex number. So if a complex number is equal to 0, its real part equal to 0, its imaginary part equal to 0. So rewrite this expression as complex number in which real part is separated and imaginary part is separated. So its real part will be alpha square minus 3 alpha plus m. This will be the real part. Plus iota times, what will be the imaginary part? Imaginary part will be minus alpha plus 2. So 2 minus alpha equal to 0. So if a complex number is 0, its real part is 0, its imaginary part is 0. Therefore 2 minus alpha equal to 0 and alpha will come out to be 2. Real part will also be 0, that I will also use that only. But from imaginary part 0, I can easily come to the conclusion that alpha is equal to 2. So the real value which will be the root of this equation, that has come out to be 2. What the question has asked us, it has asked us the value of m. No problem. Now real part will also be 0. Therefore alpha square minus 3 alpha plus m equal to 0. Now I have the value of alpha as alpha equal to 2. So just put the value alpha equal to 2. You will get the value of m as 2. Therefore the value of m is 2. So it was an integer type question. The answer of this question is 2. I hope everybody must have got the idea. Very simple question, basic question. Let's try with the next question. This is a wonderful question. If 1 omega square and omega raised to the power n minus 1 are nth roots of unity, okay, are nth roots of unity, okay, then the value of this expression, got my point? Okay ji. So let's start. What we have been given, that suppose I have equation z is equal to 1 raised to the power 1 by n. Now what right hand side is the nth root of unity. Unity means ones and nth root means 1 by n. Now this equation have given to me the roots as omega square till omega raised to the power n minus 1. These are the roots that have been given to me. Now I know that one of solution of this equation is 1, because the nth root of 1 will be 1 itself. That is one of the solution, and these are the complex solution. Also these omega square, omega raised to the power n minus 1, these were n minus 1 roots. So this was the last root which was not given. Now by the theory of equation, I can easily say that do n power both sides, so z raised to the power n minus 1 equal to 0. This equation has roots 1 omega to the power omega raised to the power n minus 1. Now since these are the roots, so the factor of this equation can be written as z minus 1, z minus omega square. Got my point? So this equation can be generated by the multiplication of factors. Very simple idea. So z raised to the power n minus 1 equal to, it can be written as z minus 1 into z minus omega, it goes on and it will go till z minus omega raised to the power n minus 1. I think everybody must have got what I said, that by theory of equation, if I have the roots, then if 1 is the root, so z minus 1 will become the factor. Omega is the root, z minus omega will become the factor. So the multiplication of these factors will create the equation. That is okay. Now just take this z minus 1 to the denominator. It will become like this. Z minus omega still goes on z minus omega raised to the power n minus 1. Now what we need to do, we need to find out 9 minus omega square, 9 minus omega raised to the power n minus 1. So no problem, just put the value of just put the value of z equal to 9, because if you put the value of z equal to 9, right hand side will become the required equation. So just put the value of z equal to 9, left hand side will come out to be 9 raised to the power n minus 1 upon 8, and it will come out to be 9 minus omega square, and it goes on till 9 minus omega raised to the power n minus 1. Very basic question. Everything should be understood very properly. Very easy question, but important question. It was an important question. Got my point? Very good, students. So let's try with the next question. If modulus of z square minus 1 is equal to modulus of z square plus 1. Very wonderful question, bacho. This question can be solved in a multiple ways, but I will solve it using the triangle inequality. So let me first discuss the triangle inequality, then we will discuss the question. So we have this equation, modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than equal to modulus of z1 plus z2 is less than equal to mod z1 plus mod z2. This is a very standard inequality that have been that we study in the complex number, that the one side of a triangle will always be less than equal to the sum of the two other sides. Now my question is, when this equality holds, this equality holds when the points becomes collinear, means when triangle does not exist and the points become collinear. Got my point? Collinear means the argument of z1 and argument of z2 will become equal. So I am writing this equation. If equality holds, then what does it imply? If equality holds, it implies that z1 and z2 are collinear points. Origin z1, z2. So it implies argument of z1 equal to argument of z2. So this is the conclusion that you all must understand very easily, that if z1 plus z2 is modulus of z1 plus z2 equal to mod z1 plus mod z2, it directly implies that z1 and z2 are parallel. It means argument of z1 is equal to argument of z2. Now I am using this conclusion to solve this question. No, just stay with me, it is a very wonderful question. Mod of z square minus 1 equal to mod of z square plus 1. This we have been given in the question. Got my point? Now just interpret it in that format, mod of z1 plus z2. So if this I consider as z2, this is written as something like this. This is z1, this is z2 whole modulus. This we need to find out. This is given to me as mod of z square plus mod of 1 can be written as modulus of minus 1. This 1 can be written as modulus of minus 1. Got my point? Therefore, if I rewrite this equation as like it, in this format, I can easily say that this is z1, this is z2. Now z1 plus z2 whole modulus is equal to modulus z1 plus modulus z2. This is the interpretation that we need to do. Now from this equation, I can easily conclude that argument of z square is equal to argument of minus 1. Got my point? From this I can easily conclude that argument of z square, got my point, na? It is very very interesting solution, is equal to argument of minus 1. Now argument of minus 1, this is a negative number, its argument will be pi, and argument of z square will be twice of argument of z by the property of argument. So this 2 will come outside, it will become twice of argument of z is equal to pi. Therefore argument of z will come out to be pi by 2, and if any complex number has argument pi by 2, that lies on the imaginary axis, because argument pi by 2 means the point is on the imaginary axis. Got my point, na? Very good. So argument of z will come out to be pi by 2. That I am writing as answer. So argument of z will come out to be pi by 2. Got my point? Very interesting question and very interesting solution. Very good, students, very good. Now this is also a wonderful question. You know, modulus of z minus 2 minus 3 iota plus z plus 2 minus 3 iota is given to me as 4. Now you need to find the locus of z. Okay, so first you need to understand this thing, that modulus of z minus 2 minus 3 iota, this modulus, this geometrically represents distance of point P corresponding to z, distance of point P from the point 2 comma 3. This is the interpretation of this modulus, geometric interpretation, and this modulus represents the distance of the point P from the complex number minus 2 comma 6. Got my point? Now just if you understood this interpretation, then there is nothing left in this question. So I am rewriting it as, just rewrite the equation, z minus 2 minus 3 iota modulus plus z plus 2 minus 6 iota modulus is given to me as 4, and I have been asked to find the locus of P or the point Z. Okay, so what I did, I plotted these 2 points. This is the point 2 comma 3 and this is minus 2 comma 6. So this is minus 2 comma 6, let's say, and this is 2 comma 3. This is a random geometry. I am not plotting it on the Argand plane. It is a random geometry. Okay, now we have been given the point Z. Let us suppose this is the point Z. I am giving it the name P. Got my point? And this is point A, this is point B, and this is corresponding to the complex number Z. Now I need to solve for PA plus PB equal to 4. According to the question, I need to solve for PA plus PB equal to 4, because this modulus is distance PA, this modulus is distance PA and this modulus is distance PB. Got my point, everybody? That complex equation, that modulus equation is saying something in geometry that we need to understand and interpret it. Got my point? So this is PA and this is PB. Got my point? Since I have a very basic understanding of geometry, that in a triangle, sum of two sides PA plus PB will always be greater than or equal to third side. If it is a triangle, then it will be strictly greater than. If it ceases to be a triangle, then equality will hold. But under any situation, sum of two sides PA plus PB will be minimum equal to AB, otherwise greater than AB. That is a basic equation that you must understand. So now length of AB will come out to be 5, because 2 plus 2 square, 3 minus 6 square. So by distance formula, AB will come out to be 5. That I think everybody must have understand. So the least value of PA plus PB is 5. Got my point? So PA plus PB is greater than or equal to 5, but the question is asking us to solve it for 4. How can that even be possible? Therefore, this type of condition will not correspond to any z. Any z cannot satisfy this equation. Therefore, this equation will not have any locus. So answer will come out to be 5. B will be the answer. Got my point? Very interesting answer. Very interesting question. You must understand these things. So PA plus PB will be greater than or equal to 5. Therefore, no solution. Got my point? I am writing it for you. So PA plus PB greater than or equal to 5. Therefore, no solution will be the answer. This will be the conclusion. Very good. Very good. Now next question, for all the complex numbers z1, z2 satisfying mod z1 equal to 12. So from this I can conclude that z1 lies on a circle with radius 12 and center origin, and z2 is also lying on a circle with the center 3, 4 and radius 5. Okay. Now we need to find the minimum value of mod z1 minus z2. Okay. So let's plot these two equations first, then we will think about other things. So let's start. What we have been given? We have been given mod z1 equal to 12. This I will plot later, because this has a bigger radius. And mod of z2 minus 3 minus 4 iota is given to me as 5. Got my point? Okay, now this circle has center 3 comma 4 and radius 5. So just let's plot it. This is y axis, this is x axis, and now we have been given 3 comma 4 as center. So this is the point, let us suppose 3 comma 4. Now just check that whether origin lies inside the circle, outside the circle, or on the circle. So for that you need to find the distance between center and origin. So distance between center and origin is coming out to be 5 exactly. 3 square plus 4 square. Therefore this circle since this circle has radius 5, it is passing through origin. So let us suppose this is the random circle that I have drawn. Got my point? Now there is this another circle. Now Z2 moves on this circle. Z2 moves on this circle, and Z1 is a circle of with center 0 comma 0 and radius 12. So radius 12. So can you tell me this length? This is the diameter of this circle, na? This length will come out to be 5 plus 5, 10. Got my point? Very good. So it means 12 is the bigger radius. So that circle will not touch, will not cut this circle, and it will have a radius of 12. So that will be something like this. Got my point? Got my point? Now let me plot it complete. So this will be the rough circle that we need to plot. Sorry. So this is the random circle. Got my point? Now Z2 moves on this circle, Z2 moves on this circle, and Z1 moves on in this black circle, outer circle. We need to find minimum of mode of Z1 minus Z2. Now you also need to interpret this logically. This modulus represents distance between Z1 and Z2. Got my point, na? It represents distance between Z1 Z2. Very good, Z1 and Z2. Therefore, what you need to find? You need to find the least distance or minimum distance between the complex number Z1, Z2. So, if Z2 is moving on green circle and Z1 is moving on black circle, so the minimum distance between them will be, this point will have a distance of 12 from origin, and this point will have a distance of 10 from origin. Therefore the minimum distance will be this much, this will be 2, because this is 12, this is 10, therefore minimum distance will be 2, and this will come at infinite points. It is not that this will come here only, this minimum distance will come at infinite points. And if somebody asks you the maximum distance, that can be easily find out. Got my point? So in that case, Z1 will be here and Z2 will be here. The maximum distance will be come out to be 12. Very good. Got my point, na? So let's so the answer will come out to be B for Bombay. Least distance we have been asked, and it has come out to be 2. Very good, very good. Geometry makes the complex number very easy and interesting also. This is also a wonderful question, wonderful question. So we have been given Z1, Z2, Z3 which lies on the circle whose modulus is 2. It means all of these complex number have modulus 2, because if they lie on a circle with whose center is 0, 0 and radius 2, it means their modulus is 2. So from this line I can conclude that mod Z1 equal to mod Z2 equal to mod Z3, all of these values have been equal to 2. Now we need to find out this value E, we need to find out E. Okay, so just rewrite the E as, it is a very good question. E can be written as modulus of Z1 plus Z2 this till Zn. This we have been given, there is no issue. Now take this 4 inside the modulus, it can be taken inside very easily. So it will become minus modulus of 4 upon Z1 plus 4 upon Z2. Got my point, no? 4 upon Z1 plus 4 upon Z2 till 4 upon Zn. Got my point? Now what is the problem in this question? That the complex number has come in the denominator, and it is very difficult. We cannot take LCM because the numerator will become very difficult. Now this 4 has a bigger role to play. This 4, this 4 can be written as Z1 conjugate is mod Z1 square. Now mod Z1 is how much? 2. So it can be written as 4. Got my point? Now substitute each 4 in these terms from these complex numbers. So this 4 I will write Z1 Z1 bar, this I will write Z2 Z2 bar, and this I will write Zn Zn bar. Why? Because it will cancel the Z1 which is in the denominator, it will cancel the Z2, it will cancel the Zn. So applying these transformations in all of these terms, the value of E, expression for E will become something like it. Just stay focused. Z1 plus Z2 till Zn, it will become like this, minus it will become Z1 conjugate plus Z2 conjugate. Got my point, na? It is very interesting question. Till Zn conjugate. I hope everybody must have understood it. Now, the idea that the property that I used in the first question will also be used in this question, that individual conjugate is equal to the whole conjugate. Got my point? So this E is written as Z1 plus Z2 plus Zn conjugate till Zn conjugate plus this plus minus this will become whole conjugate. Z1 plus Z2 goes on till Zn whole conjugate. Got my point? Now, a complex number modulus and its conjugate modulus, they are equal. Therefore, the value of E will come out to be 0. Got my point? Now, here I am using the property that mod Z is equal to mod of conjugate Z, that a complex number and its conjugate have the same modulus. So by that property, it will cancel out each other and value of the E will come out to be 0. Therefore, the answer of this question will be A for Agra. Very easy question but interesting question. Got my point? Very good, students. Now, this is also this is easy question, but you need some type of easy questions also. Otherwise, you will think that complex number is a very difficult question, chapter. So, number of solution of system of equations. This is equation, this is equation. Okay. So, let me write Z as x plus iota y. Z is equal to x plus iota y. Now, real part of Z square is how much? 0. This we have been given. Now, you can easily find out the real part of Z square. Z square complex number will be x square minus y square plus 2xy iota. Now its real part is 0. Therefore, its real part is this one. So from this I can easily find out this equation, that x square minus y square equal to 0. And now let's solve the second condition. That is very easy. That modulus of z equal to 2. Modulus of z equal to 2, it means x square plus y square, square root equal to 2, squaring both sides, so it will become 4. Now you can easily put the value of y square equal to x square and find the solution. But there is also one other way. You need to understand that way, because we are interested in number of solution, na? So I know that this equation represents a circle with center 0, 0 and radius 2. So that is the that is a circle. And these are two equations multiplied by each other, x plus y and x minus y. So z either lies on this circle or lies on that lines, these lines. So these lines are y equal to x or y equal to minus x. And if I need to satisfy these two equations simultaneously, then it means geometrically we need to find the number of point of intersection, and these are coming to be 4. Therefore, number of solution for these type of system of equation will be 4, which is answer will be A for Agra. Got my point? Very good, students, very good. So alpha is a non-real and alpha is fifth root of unity. Very wonderful question. Very wonderful question. Then value of this expression. Let me rewrite this as, let us suppose alpha raised to the power 5 equal to 1. This we have been given. Fifth root of unity means power taking power 5 both sides. Now this equation will have roots 1. I am naming them as alpha square till alpha raised to the power 4. They become 5 roots. Now we need to find the value of this expression. Okay, wonderful question. 2 raised to the power 1 plus alpha sorry, plus alpha square plus alpha raised to power minus 2 minus alpha raised to power minus 1. This we need to find out. This is the question. Now a very important question, very important concept has been asked by this question, that if let us suppose this is the fifth root of unity. Out of them one is real. Now alpha cube, alpha square, let me write alpha cube also so that it becomes clear. Alpha cube and alpha raised to power 4. Alpha cube and alpha raised to power 4. These are the 4 complex roots out of these 5. Now these 4 complex roots have a property that they are in pairwise, they are conjugate of each other. Means first complex root and last complex root, they are conjugate of each other. So alpha power 4 conjugate will become alpha, and alpha cube conjugate will become alpha square. That you should always keep in mind, that in case of nth root of unity, out of them one is a real root always, that is 1, and the remaining n minus 1 complex roots, in those complex roots they follow a certain pattern, that first complex root and last complex root, they are conjugate of each other. Similarly, second complex root and second last complex root, they are also the conjugate of each other. Same goes for third complex root and third last complex root, they are conjugate of each other. Now since mod of alpha equal to 1, because they are complex cube root of unity, therefore their modulus will be equal to 1. Now I am applying these ideas to solve this question. Just stay with me, it will solve like this. So 2 raised to the power modulus of 1 plus alpha square. Till here everything is okay. Now alpha raised to power minus 2, it can be written as 1 upon alpha square, minus it can be written as 1 upon alpha. Now 1 can be written as I would say alpha raised to power 5. So why? Because alpha ki power 5 equal to 1. So 1 can be written as alpha raised to power 5. So this will become 1 alpha 5 upon alpha square. It will become alpha cube. Got my point? So it will become 2 raised to the power modulus of 1 plus alpha square plus alpha cube. Got my point? Yes or no? Very good. Now 1 upon alpha becomes alpha power 4 by the same idea. Now this becomes just question of theory of equation. Since this equation have roots 1 alpha square alpha cube, and this equation has coefficient of x ki power 4 0, basically sum of roots will be 0. So 1 plus alpha square plus alpha cube plus alpha power 4, this will be 0. So summation of these terms can be written as minus alpha cube. So I am applying this in here. So 1 plus alpha square plus alpha cube can be written as minus alpha to the power 4. Got my point? So this equation will become 2 raised to the power minus alpha power 4 minus alpha power 4. So this will become minus 2 times alpha power 4 whole modulus. Now minus 2 can be taken out and it will become 2, and modulus of minus alpha power 4, it will become 1, because modulus of any nth root of unity will be 1. Since it is nth root of unity, it will lie on a circle of radius 1, therefore this value will be 1, and 2 raised to the power 2 will be equal to 4. Therefore answer will come out to be A for Agra. It was a very wonderful question, simple question but wonderful question. These are the questions that we did in today's session. So you must revise this question. These are very basic concepts are used in this question, but they are very important. IIT always asks the questions from these concepts only. It will not ask very big things. Got my point? So this is our Instagram handle, students, at that Unacademy JEE official. You can follow us on this page and you can get the relevant information about IIT JEE. And install the Telegram app and join this group by just typing this URL on a browser, tinyurl.com/JEE live chat. Already 30,000 plus students have joined this group. You will get relevant information about our lectures and IIT JEE from this group only. And now let's talk about Unacademy subscription. Students, Unacademy is the best platform in India to prepare for IIT JEE, and there are some features which make it the best. First feature is live classes and interaction. Interact with the educator. Since everybody knows that during live class your focus and concentration that becomes very high, so you learn at a very high speed and in a very depth manner from the live platform. So you should choose live classes, and you can interact with the educator by the chat box, so that if you missed any step or you didn't understand any concept, you can easily rectify that problem on that moment only. And then there is feature of live pools and leaderboard. This is a very important feature, students. Your skill of speed with accuracy that can be easily acquired and mastered by this feature only, live pools and leaderboard. Now we offer you test series of India level, so that you can check, you can feel that competition and change your preparation accordingly. And that is very important for IIT JEE aspirant to know that how is the competition, where do I stand in that competition. Therefore we offer you a test series of India level. And now there is live doubt clearing session. That is a very double star feature of Unacademy, because every IIT JEE aspirant have a problem that doubt are not being cleared, whether it is of theory or numerical, but your doubt needs to be clear on time. That's why we offer you live doubt clearing session, which will help you a lot in your learning. So this is our platform, students. 60 plus educators are already on the platform. So if you join the platform, then you can access any of the educators video. There is no constraint on that. So that is a very, very big offer. And this is how an academy class looks like. You can upload your doubts and get your doubts cleared and start your learning. Now let's talk about how to join the Unacademy. It's a very simple process. Just go to the Play Store, install the app, make your profile, set your goals to IIT JEE, and click on the get subscription button. Once you click on it, this window will pop up, and here the plans have been written: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. But students, what I recommend to you, that you should go for long time plans, because if you if you join any platform for long time, the learning graph will be exponential. You will attach with the students, teachers, and you will learn a lot of new things by the time. And also long term plans are financially very feasible. So, and recently there is a drop in the price of 2-year plan. It has come down to 32,400 rupees, which is a very nominal cost. And if you use my referral code, you will get a discount of 10% on your subscription value. So that will that is a cherry on the cake. So students, just join the platform and you will get amazing lectures there. And those of you who have not subscribed to Unacademy JEE channel, just subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get the notification. Do share this video with the tag #JEELive daily, so that it reaches to the maximum number of people. And link to the link to the PDF for this lecture will be in the description box. And these are our YouTube channels: Unacademy NEET, Unacademy JEE, Unacademy Foundation. So let's crack it, students. Let's crack it. Thank you very much.